Oh, thanks.
No, it's okay. I think I'll do it as long as I'm not in the shop. I appreciate that. No problem.
It's okay on my end. I'm just gonna
Okay.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
just want to look at, yeah.
Am I here like
You're good.
okay
You're
for
good right there.
everyone? Okay, I don't want to get in the shot.
It's all right.
Okay.
I'm rolling.
All right, can we start first and last name, please?
Sure. My first name is Ricky. My last name is Gonzalez. It's RICKYGONZALES. And I'm a sergeant with the Media Relations Unit at Chandler PD.
Can you give us just kind of a brief summary of what happened here today?
So our police dispatch contacted us after we received a call about a male inside of a residence over in the 700 block of North Tangerine who possibly had an explosive device or materials inside of their residence.
What time did all this kind of occur when you first got word about this incident?
I got word about this at around 6 p.m.
So you're saying there was someone in there, so hostage situation. Do you know it was just that one person? Was there more people in that home?
There was only one person inside at the residence at this time, so we have no reason to believe anyone else was inside the house.
How did you learn about this? I mean, did someone call it in from like a homeowner nearby, or?
A third party called it in, advising that there was a male inside the house that possibly had explosives or some sort of device or materials inside the residence.
And I mean, a lot of people, we heard there was like evacuation. So what was like the process of you all making sure the area was secure and getting that person out?
Right, so for making sure the neighborhood's secure, that's our first and foremost priority. We want to protect life as much as we can, right? So, given the nature of what was discussed and what we were contacted about, our officers showed up and started the evacuation process for the residents inside that area on that street, and then some adjacent residences to the east. And again, just to make sure that everybody's safe.
What's the latest now? I mean, is that person in custody? I mean, what can we learn about this suspect?
So at this time, the Mesa bomb squad's out here. Our Chandler SWAT team is out here. They were contacted obviously due to the nature of what was disclosed, and they came out. And they established a perimeter and they started calling him out. Eventually, he did self-surrender, so that's good. And now he's in custody, so he is under arrest at this point. But again, we just want to remind everybody that people are safe now, but we do have the Mesa bomb squad here still checking the residence just to ensure that there's nothing going on in there, and to exhaust all means possible.
Were any bombs found so far, or any sort of like some sort of evidence that points that to a possible bomb?
At this point, I'd be speculating. They're still exhausting their search, and this is something that takes a long time. They're going to search every nook and cranny of that residence to make sure that it's safe.
Do you know if that was the owner of that home, or that the suspect? Were they the owner of the home or not?
Yeah, I don't have the information as to whether or not who the owner of that residence is.
Sorry, I just keep going. Is anyone wants to jump in?
Is it an apartment
Okay, there you go.
complex, or is it a house?
No, it's a house.
Okay. And so I guess, can you just talk about a little bit, you get the call, there's somebody inside, can you talk about the process from when police showed up on scene to when this person was put in custody?
Sure. Police are going to show up on scene on the initial call. They're going to establish a perimeter. They're going to, attempt contact with anyone inside the residence. And then going from there, again, trying to de-escalate the situation and get someone to self-surrender, whoever's inside the house. Ultimately they did. And now we have our SWAT team and the Mesa bomb squad out here making sure that the residence is safe.
At this point, the public's safe at this point in time? In terms of the
Yeah,
situation?
they're still exhausting any possible threat from inside the house in terms of what was disclosed, but at large, the community is safe.
Is there any idea of what could have maybe what this all kind of stemmed from? I mean, I don't know if this report it's accurate, if this started with like a domestic violence situation or further. Do you know that far back?
Right, all I can tell you right now is that a third party contacted us about this. It wasn't a domestic violence situation at all, so there's that part of it.
Third party, would that be like, third party, would that be really like just a person that lives in the neighborhood, or what exactly would that be?
Just another party. I won't be able to get into the specifics on that at this point.
Can we confirm that he was ex-military?
I don't have that information, unfortunately, but I can look into that and find out for you if you'd like to hear that information.
Quick question was, it was said that a number of the residents in the area surrounding the house were evacuated. Do you have an idea of approximately how many homes were evacuated at the time when you guys arrived?
I don't have the number of homes. All I know is that that street was at least evacuated. You know, there's a dozen homes on there at least, and then some surrounding areas around that cul-de-sac area.
Okay, and at this point, people were able to go back to their homes?
They still have the scene pretty much locked down over there, so no, not at this point.
Okay.
So what street was the one who was evacuated?
It was the 700 block of North Tangerine Drive, or Road, I'm sorry. It's going to be to the west, just about a block. Yep.
Do you know how long maybe you all will be here at the scene?
Oh, we'll be here for a few more hours, I would imagine. And again, I'd be guessing, but that's my best guess based on, you know, the amount of equipment and personnel we have here. You know, we've got them going through the house right now with drones, robots, all that, just to make sure that there's no threat inside the home.
Drones or robots in the house?
Yep.
Okay.
Numbers on how many houses were evacuated?
He just asked that question, and I don't have the exact.
Okay,
numbers,
sorry.
so. I have time for about one more question.
Do you have an idea, or it might be speculated this time, when the residents might be allowed back to their homes? Until everything is clear.
Once everything is cleared, we'll make sure to notify the community that they can go back to their homes as soon as possible.
Thank you. That's all I have.
All right, thank you.